Welcome to the Sweet Subversives podcast.
It's live now. Should we look? I think it's going to work. I've been testing the hell out of this stuff. Yay, there we are. We live. Hello, everyone.
Yay.
It's Kara Schultz and Heather Biederman for Sweet Subversives this week. Week 9. The week of after Easter, but supposedly it was going to be tax day today, but it's not tax day really. You have more time. But it's kind of a, one of those grim days where people are like, oh, tax day, bleh.
Although, you didn't have to file.
Nope.
And some people are getting very stimulated today, so.
Oh, I was going to do like finger action. Is that would that get me banned off of Facebook?
That would be ringing the devil's doorbell.
The devil's doorbell. I said the wrong one too. Devil's doorbell. Ding dong. Ding dong. Hello.
Yep.
So, I feel like I'm happy that people got stimulated then in some weird way, because that's kind of nice that they got there. I will remind our viewers that we're on StreamYard now. So if you want to comment, all you have to do, if you look at, I think the link to the main video, not the actual video, but the one before this that was saying it was coming. Oh no, it says just please grant StreamYard permission to see your name. So if you click on that, that's all you gotta do. And you just give permission for that. And all it does is so we can see your name on our comments. And then we can, if it's a really funny comment, you get, we'll put you up on the screen. So you'll be famous for a second. So if you do that,
you'll be internet famous.
You'll be internet famous like us. And that's totally worth it. I know, right?
Because everyone is internet famous.
Oh God, yeah. But I got stimulated today too. It was nice to get stimulated. I really was, with a tiny little hand of our President Trump stimulating me. Sorry, had to go there. Yes, it was nice to get money. And
traumatized.
I'm so sorry. I know. But he had to put his name on the damn checks. So right. When people are getting them, because he's like, yeah, it's me stimulating you. See? So I figure I had to give him some credit because, the stimulation happened today.
Yikes.
I know. I like money though, so I'm not going to bitch too hard. But, eventually I'm going to have to pay it back, I think. So somehow.
Well, there's no such thing as a free lunch.
That's exactly right.
And my mom commented that on your Facebook.
I saw that. Your mom, I don't know who's influencing who. Did you guys come from that same kind of thinking or whatever? But I was like, that's cool. I mean, technically they say you're not going to have to pay it back because that was the one thing that was going around. However, it's taxes. So, it's your money anyway. So it's not they're just giving you some money back that you've already paid them. Mm-hmm. So don't get so excited. It's not like you won the jackpot.
It's not this, actually.
Not this. It's.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Michelle. Hi. I can see your name. We can see your name. We can see your name. Thank you.
Yay.
I'm gonna just show it. I fixed it so you can see my name. That's what I mean. We can see her name now, and I love your cartoon. That is freaking awesome. So yes, it was sort of a bittersweet week, but Easter was on Sunday, and a lot of unemployment is delayed. There's so many people that are having issues getting money to them. So at least this is coming at a pretty good time where people really, 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 really need it.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I know. And, they were supposed to be able to do unemployment if you're self-employed or an independent contractor, that kind of thing. And Yeah, that's not happening for a lot of people. They're applying, but there's snafus between the federal
No.
government, the state, of course, and so then people are being told they're put into the appeals process and told, oh, well, it's 10 weeks out before you can have your appeal.
That's not very good. Or does anybody feel very confident about it?
Exactly.
Nope.
Yes. Well, oh, are you gonna, I will tell them about my
Oh,
drink while you go get your drink.
well, I'm just
Or
gonna
did you
make
already
my
do
drink
that?
right
Oh,
here.
make your drink. I will
I'm
tell about my drink and then you can go for it. So I
okay.
am doing a Malbec.
I love Malbec. Which kind is it? Mm, I can't read that scripty.
I
Oh,
Yeah, about that. So it's an Argentinian Malbec. It's not an expensive one. It is but you know what? I mean, just generally speaking, for people that are, I mean, I like Malbecs, and for people that are newer to reds and they don't like the drier reds, but they're not really into the real sweet reds, Malbecs are always a good choice. Always.
delicious.
They're fruity, they're a little velvety. I love them.
That's the way I like everything. Fruity and velvety, like cake. I like fruity and velvety cake. I love fruity and velvety drinks. And people, a little bit fruity, a little bit velvety. Awesome.
Ooh, look at that comment by Michelle.
Oh, they're being denied.
Should I
Service
drop some?
workers. Don't drop your wine.
No, I dropped my pen.
Okay. Pen's okay. Don't drop the wine.
But yeah, so Michelle says Ohio people who did not meet the old parameters, not the COVID ones, are being denied tons of service workers. Yeah, I mean, we're
Oh,
seeing this across the country, which is
it's
not good.
heartbreaking.
So what are you mixing up, Heather?
Making a gin and tonic. Put some ice in here. There's already some lime juice. I squeezed one of like those little bitty limes, about half of one in here. And I got this special stuff. It's called El Guapo, which sounds like I got it, and it kind of looks like I got it off the side of a truck. And it's awesome. It's from New Orleans, and it is a tonic syrup, which is delicious. I made some because I wanted to make sure.
God, I can't wait to have that.
Yeah. And what you do is, if I can read, is you're supposed to mix about a quarter to half an ounce of tonic syrup. So a little bit of this with, some gin. So about a shot of gin or more, whatever you like. Depends how strong you like it. And then the 3 parts of, they say club soda, but I'm doing it
Yeah.
with tonic too. So double the tonic goodness.
Ooh.
And it actually works really good. So for the sake of demonstration,
For the sake of your health.
It's
for your health.
For your health. It is for your health. I get yelled at a lot this week, but it's that
Yelled at a lot.
there's a malaria in India and in the tropical countries, turn of the century, the last century, not this one. They had a lot of malaria and not malaria and it was, the British would make gin and tonics because it had quinine in it. Quinine is one of the things in tonic, and it's from a certain kind of wood that grows in India, and they soak it into this. They either soak it in a syrup or they make a powder from it. But people are like, no, because it's being compared a lot to one of the treatments for the coronavirus, which I will say on the air is not the same thing. If you get coronavirus, take that. Don't take this, because you'd have to drink gallons of this stuff and you'd get really sick from doing it. This is just nice. It feels good. You freaking want to have some delightful gin and tonics anyway, because we're in this world right now and it's crazy pants. But this stuff is kind of amazing. And it's tasty. Why not do something tasty? And this is like an old school gin and tonic. So I do
I can't wait.
One of these, and it's like a dark syrup. And I'll tell you, if you get the bottle of this, it's got like a wax coating, but it's a screw-on cap, which is confusing. But you just like cut around the wax and then you just screw off the top and it's good to go. They say you should refrigerate it once you open it, or keep it in a cool, dark place. And then, oh yeah, and gin. And I got some really cheap ass gin today because we were talking about expensive gins, and I usually get Hendrix. I like that a lot, but
You got to get this.
that's a good one. That one I heard is delicious.
Not that I just have it next to my chair in my home office.
You kind of did, didn't you? You knew, were you just doing that as a visual aid? Because you knew I was going to.
I kind of just had it handy.
So this is like a shot or 3 tablespoons-ish. Yeah, that's about it. Maybe more, maybe less. Who knows? And this is the New Amsterdam. I got the one that's the London Dry. The other one I've had is too sweet and fruity, but some people hate gin, so you may want to try it anyway, just because it's a little bit more of a gin and tonic kind of gin where it's mild. But if you're super hardcore, I would probably not drink it because it's a little bit fruity pie. But anyway, so you put a little bit of tonic on top, a little bubbly. Yum. And then garnish with lime. I squeezed about half a lime in here already, but you can like go around the edge. And I have it in a tumbler, so because I'm classy as F. And I'm gonna put it in there. And then I just stir it because the syrup always likes to sink to the bottom. But once you mix it up, it kind of makes a nice sweet drink. And some people are like, I don't like that quinine tonic taste. I love it.
I am so excited to get that tonic. I can't even.
I know it. I think you're gonna really like it.
And Michelle says conference calls require hard liquor.
They totally
right.
I had a lot of conference calls this week and today, and yes,
I've had a heck of a week too.
Oh my God, you did, didn't you?
In fact, I think last night was a week long.
Yeah, you had all a week in one day, not even a day, in one meeting.
That 4-hour city council work session was like a week.
People get intense during this stuff, and there's a lot of different sides and feelings, so I get it.
There was a lot of feelings. There were so many feelings.
You should probably start handing out drinks when people get that pissed, because either then it'll turn into everybody will be chill, or they'll all fight, and it'll be really cool anyway. So
I was drinking tea.
I know you drink.
I'm not going to make allegations as to what others were drinking.
Nor that it couldn't happen.
I was drinking tea.
Yes, as you do, because you're very healthy, and you've gotten me to drink a lot more green tea and Earl Grey and delicious tea. Because I'm not really a coffee drinker. That's one of the things. Like Kara and I both get along on that. We're like more tea drinkers. So, see, that's another sweet subversive thing.
Yes.
Oh, I'm seeing Michelle. I just want to work. I know it. I know. I'm so sorry. It's so hard, and like even if you are working and you have to work at home, it's mental, and you're alone, and there's all the isolation. So we all would love to have things kind of start going back to normal.
Yes.
That's ultimately what everybody wants.
I was going to show this later, but maybe I should show the clip from my city council meeting now.
I think that would be a good one. I like that clip.
So
we're going to try to make this work.
I'll do the screen share.
Okay.
I think I got it queued up.
If it doesn't come right up, though, I just click on it to share whatever you share.
So I'll set it up first, and then I will click play on it. So like every, we're all doing Zoom meetings, right? And for city council and our work sessions, we're also doing them on Zoom. And, you're trying to be professional and all that kind of stuff. But my chief of staff often makes an appearance. And she's becoming quite popular during city council meetings and work sessions.
Oh, God,
and once she makes an appearance, my notifications go insane with people texting me and PMing me going, Mabel.
Yes.
So let me pop it up.
Yeah. I saw that and I was laughing.
Oh my God, that cat. She's
She
awful.
gives no craps.
Okay, so here we go. And I will play it. And I'm, if you look on the left of your screen and I'm in the like purple and pink top.
I'm gonna make it
And
bigger there.
here she jumps up.
If she's all the way in the far left, oh my God, you can see her face.
Oh yeah, it gets worse. There, I think she hopped down though. But like what she will do, oh no, now she's popping up again.
There's her butt.
Yep. And I'm patting her butt, holding her tail, trying to hold her tail out of the way, because otherwise it's going to flick in my face.
Yep. As they do.
And now I'm turning her so she's not getting her tail in the way anymore. And at this point, my notifications are going insane.
Oh, I bet.
Insane. And I'll turn the audio down a little bit because, like, you really don't need to listen to that boring stuff because we're probably talking about like a Christmas tree or something. But oh my God. I mean, she's just awful. So at this point, I think I got her settled down on my lap. But all through, she is just going nuts. So all through the meeting, she's getting up and down and up and down and up and down. And then she's, like, I'll hold her and she puts her little paws like this and she'll put her face like right in the screen like this.
Oh God, yeah.
And that's what's happening in all meetings. Like I'll be having meetings with candidates, work meetings, my city council meetings. My chief of staff attends every meeting.
She does. She's like, I want to keep an eye on what you're doing, minion. It's like, was it last week we had in our memes, we had the guy who was doing weather at home and he had the cat in the background and the cat's washing its ass and its legs are up in the air.
Yeah, like right here.
Yes. It's just like, the cats are like, no one wants to see your stupid weather stuff, dude. They want to see me do this. And honestly, it's true. We all actually we're all waiting for Mabel to come back. And I mean, she could be back here any moment and you'll never know.
Well, she's snuggling Tracy on his lap right now.
Oh, yeah.
See, while we do this, our men are playing video games together.
And she likes to supervise that because things could go terribly wrong. She needs to make sure everyone is having a good time. She's a very good leader. And I know one day when the cats take over, I welcome our feline leaders with open arms.
Absolutely. Well, let's get on to some news. So we do have news today. So we have really good news. So Wisconsin has a newly reelected Libertarian. So Brian Deferding was reelected to Winnebago County Board District 6. Yay. He did run up unopposed for his second term. Always good to scare off the competition so you don't even have to worry about it.
I love it.
And then Robert Reynolds beat out two other opponents to get elected as alderman in District 2 in Edgerton. And then this is a big one. Joe Prohaska aggressively door knocked before the shelter-in-place order hit. He was able to just sneak in before it happened. And he was able to beat a very well-funded Democratic opponent. And so he was elected as alderman in the city of Appleton, Heather. That is not a small town. That is not a small town.
That is fantastic.
Yes.
So, I know from Kara, she's a big believer in the door knocking and seeing people face to face.
Yep.
That really does make a huge difference. And that he shows it. Congratulations.
Absolutely. And Michelle, do you remember? Maybe you remember. I was going to write it down and I didn't. So, because I know one other Libertarian who got elected, and I just want to peek real quick. I know. Hold on. Sorry, I'm peeking because I don't want to miss someone because when we got good news, Let's see. Where is he? Okay, he posts a lot, but there we go. Okay, so Richard Manzo, he was elected secretary of the Jeffstown Trust Fund Trustees. So
Oh,
that
yeah.
happened yesterday.
Wow. That's
I
cool.
know, I know. It's super exciting that we're having these libertarians already getting elected. So very excited about that. I mean, that is boding well. We made some serious gains in, yes, thank you, Michelle.
Yep, she got it too. Yep.
We made some serious gains in 2019, and I think we're going to have a really good year in 2020 for our local candidates. So I'm pretty excited about that.
I am too. That's wonderful news.
So we also have new candidates running for the LP nomination for president and vice president.
Oh yeah, I think it was Judge Jim Gray.
Yes.
And Larry Sharp.
Yes.
Is that right?
That is correct. So they jumped into the race, and I know there's been a little controversy over the timing, with some people saying it doesn't matter, other people saying it's disrespectful to jump into the race this late. I did see the article and the press release that they put out when Judge Jim Gray announced, and he said the reason why he jumped in was he had been supporting a candidate. And he was, very excited and all in on that candidate. And then that candidate recently dropped out like last week. And so at that point, and he hadn't considered running, but then at that point, he decided he was going to run. That's the deal. And then he contacted Larry Sharp and said, I want to run, but I want to run if you're running for vice president. And Larry Sharp, even though he has said over and over and over and over and over, he will not run for president. He will not run for vice president. He will not run for anything in 2020 because his finances took a serious hit from running in New York for governor. And I mean, he really pounded it and got them ballot access. I mean, it was a fantastic campaign. It was really well done. More votes than, a libertarian candidate had gotten there. Just extraordinary. And, but I mean, it ruined him financially. It was tough. He was going to have a hard time coming back from that. And, but then he accepted and said, yes, he'd run. And he said, there's really only two people he would have said yes for. One was Gary Johnson and the other was Judge Jim Gray.
Yay, it was meant to be then.
Yeah, so what the heck? And, my view of it is more choice is more choice.
I like more choice.
I like more choice. I can also see how, volunteers for, for the other candidates who have been running for a long time and, have been really pounding it for a year or more, that kind of stuff. I can see how they'd be like, well, what the heck, You're jumping at the last minute. So, I mean, I can see that too, but I come down on more choice is more choice.
Yeah, and it's such a crazy year, sometimes people, they learn a lot about themselves in this kind of situation and they go, I want to make a difference in this. So
yes, which brings us to the rumor.
I know, I saw this
rumor.
I'm kind of like, oh God, I don't have the screenshot
again. Yeah, pop that screenshot up, either one of them.
I'll find it. Give me a second. You talk about it. I'll get them.
Okay, so the perennial question, which keeps coming up every couple of weeks, this rumor keeps circulating again, and it's, will he, won't he? Will he, won't he? And of course, we're talking about Justin Amash, and will he or will he not run for the presidential nomination under the Libertarian Party banner? So he has been retweeting Libertarian Party national tweets, which piqued everyone's interest. What are we doing? And that's one of them. So he was retweeting that one. When the response to crises are put in the hands of only a few often uninformed government officials, it's a recipe for disaster, something libertarians have been warning of for decades. Okay, and so he retweeted that. Okay, then he had an exchange with someone, and the question was that, we need someone better to be running for president. And I can see how they're looking for that tweet.
I'm just like going, is it the one that from no, that's a different one. It's not the one from Burnsville, right? Or is it the one? Oh. Oh God, I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm sorry. I'm
That's
almost
okay.
there. I'm almost there. Oh, I see it now. It's just like they ran into each other with Hannah. No, it's the Eric one. Oh,
So
it's above that.
yeah. So, you can pop the whole thing up, but the stuff
Okay.
with Eric doesn't matter. It's just the
Okay.
part with Hannah.
Okay. I was like trying to remember if I had to cut something off. I'm like, I didn't get a chance.
It's okay.
Oh no.
We're
Here we
fine.
go. I'll bring it right up right now. I'm doing it.
So yeah,
There.
the question was, we need someone better to run. And so,
Please be you.
yeah. And
Jesus.
so
Thanks. I'm
Hannah says,
looking at
please be you. And he's like,
yeah.
I'm thinking about it. Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Looking
not a no.
closely.
And I'm looking at all the comments. There's like about almost 2,000 something, 900. I can't tell if it's 900 or 500 retweets and loves. So obviously, some people might like it if Justin would run, and that would be
Right.
very cool.
So, although,
Hmm.
some people are like, yes, please run. And other people are like, seriously, dude, you just
Well,
keep teasing.
yeah, I know. Like, he's like, maybe I will. You're like, maybe you should. Like,
And some people are
say it
wondering,
and do it.
would he run as an independent? But if he tries to run as an independent, the ballot access at this point is impossible. He would
No.
simply not be on the ballot. So,
No, you need to be on all the ballots, but is there a cutoff time? I mean, when is the final moment?
the convention is the cutoff time.
Oh, that's coming up next month. Maybe. I'm gonna just go with yes, it is, because I really want it to. So maybe if I just will it.
Well, here's the thing: the city of Austin is not not relaxing anything, and they've pretty much said even if the governor of Texas reopens and relaxes things, they're not going to.
God dang it! Ah! Okay, well, I'm still gonna pretend. I shake my fist angrily because I really wanted to go to that, but maybe that we'll have another plan if that doesn't work out.
So something else we have, and I'll pop this up.
Yeah.
So we have the Libertarian Party presidential recruitment competition going on, and what it is on the LP website we have all of these links that are specific to a presidential candidate, and if people join or donate, then that shows up. And there's two things. So there's total revenue raised, and you can see what the other candidates are doing. And the three really in the lead, Vermin Supreme is on the far right-hand side of your screen.
Holy moly.
Yeah, just past $2,000. You have Jo Jorgensen, which she's nipping up to that $1,000. Jacob Hornberger, which looks to be about 700 right in there. So that's how much they've raised. But there's also how many members. How many members have joined using their specific link? And so there again, you can see that Vermin Supreme, is dominating even a little stronger there. I mean, we're he's nearing 65, 68 memberships at that point.
Yeah.
And then you have, Jo Jorgensen and Jacob Hornberger neck and neck, but still below 20. So, this is kind of a little competition.
I like
because,
that.
One of the things about, our presidential nominee is, they're seen as a way to bring attention to the Libertarian Party and bring people into the party. And so I think, and it's a friendly competition. This is, it's not, but it is putting the focus on, who is reaching out to new people, bringing new people into the party. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
That's cool. I like that. It'd be really exciting to see, who ends up in New York. That's cool.
Yeah, what the heck, right?
There's some exciting people here. I'm just like, wow. I could see this going a couple different ways, and it'd be really neat.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah. So what the heck?
Yeah, why not, baby? That's awesome.
Oh, we have one final bit of LP news. This is fun
Yeah.
for candidates. So
Yeah.
the LNC is now subsidizing access for 100 candidates to the eCanvasser door knocking app.
Whoa.
I know.
That stuff's really good. I mean, that'll help out anybody who goes onto it. So what do they have to do to get into that?
So what they need to do is they do need to get approval by their state chair as a candidate. Okay. And then their state chair has the information, how to apply for it. And then 100 candidates will be selected that they can use that app. So, and that's a cost savings, and that's a really nice app. Hopefully people will be able to go out and door knock.
Oh, I know. Can we send little robots out or drones? Like have them deliver cookies or beer or something, and like, here's some beer. Can I talk to you about the political election? And they're like, right. Yes.
Exactly. So I wanted to ask a question, or maybe you ask the question.
Well, let's see which question.
First one.
Oh, hey. So you guys, when things reopen, like when we're all set free, it's almost like the end of school and we get to run out the doors and not be totally afraid. What is the first thing that you will do when things reopen? That's a very good question. Because I know I've been thinking about stuff.
So what do you want to do, Heather? And if you want to comment, we can pop your comment on up.
Oh, hell yeah. I want to see what the comments are. I want to go camping so bad. I want to go with a bunch of people, probably you and our friends, and hang out and have a campfire and sit next to it and pass a bottle around and drink wine and tell stories. And somebody will just whip out a guitar and play music, and it will be fabulous. And there'll be like stars and yummy food and beautiful nature. And I can't wait. I so can't wait.
That I am down for that. I am definitely down for that. And Michelle has I know what she wants to do. She's
yeah. Go see grandson, right?
Go see grandbaby, absolutely. So I think what I'm going to do, very first thing,
yes,
is I want to go have champagne and raw oysters on the rooftop patio of Stella's.
I could do that too.
Hopefully they reopen.
Oh, they will. They will. I know it. I hope it. Oysters.
Oh my God. Do some raw oysters. And then after that, follow it up maybe with some prime rib at Maysville.
Oh yeah. Wiederholtz. No.
Yes.
No. That would be just so perfect. I miss restaurant food, like really good stuff. Because I can make pretty good things at home, but nothing like that.
And plus, it's better when someone else makes your shit for you and you don't have to do the effort.
Yeah, and you don't have to do dishes. You don't have to clean up. You can just relax. And then they have those old school ice cream boozy drinks. Yeah.
Pink Squirrel.
God. Pink Squirrel, so I can be like an old lady and just drink my 1950s.
I will have my Pink Squirrel with 2 hazelnuts in it. Thank you very much.
Like I'm a little squirrel. Yes. Oh, I'm looking at this.
Yes, being served. Please serve me.
Yes.
Serve me.
How about you guys? Do you have anything that you want to do first?
And then, if I wanted to be extravagant.
Oh, God, yeah. I like extravagant.
I think I would fly either to New Orleans and go to one of the places we ate at.
The Carousel Bar. Well, I mean, go have drinks and then eat something amazing. What was the place? Oh, with the rat. Was it Red Rabbit or something? It was really good.
Oh my God. Yeah. That was really good.
Or the one that was downtown that had the
Muriel's. Yep.
Oh God. Yes. So we could go have a decadent weekend. I mean, I just want to travel too. I mean, I just want to be able to go where I want.
I know it.
I'm a criminal for even thinking of going.
Sorry. as I totally block the cameras.
I like that though. It was like
I'm reloading. Reload.
One of these days they're gonna like go back and look at these shows and they'll make them 3D, so people will be like, "Whoa, she's coming in the camera! Oh my god!"
That's like when I type, I get scary fingers, which you can tell I have not.
Oh, no manicures. I know. So I know women that are like, the first thing I'm gonna do is go out and take my Wookiee self and get everything waxed and fix my freaking hair and my nails, like they're like claws and like talons, and then hooves.
Yeah.
So get those freaking things fixed.
So I don't usually get my nails done. I don't like to have my nails done. Like once a year, maybe I will get a pedicure, but that's usually because it's something I do with my mom or my sister or that kind of stuff.
I'd rather get a pedicure than a manicure.
Yeah. But right now, my feet look like I fly along and snatch my dinner out of a lake.
Oh, I do, but whatever.
So,
it's not
good.
It's a survival thing. You got to have the rough feet so you can run and snatch up like fish from the lakes, as you do.
You do.
As you
fly
do.
along and just spear.
No, I think there's a lot of stuff that everybody's daydreaming about, and it's totally makes sense. I mean, I know ladies who love to clothes shop and like there's, to try things on and have the physical, like see how you look in things. And, there's a lot of that beautiful stuff that's hard. Oh, I love
person, and I don't know who that is.
Facebook user. You got to click on the thing so we can see who you are. But I'm going to look. I'm going to look on the actual page. Maybe Pat? Is it Pat? Yes. Pat Barnum says.
Oh, yeah.
So,
friend and I plan to go the Frank Lloyd Wright tour through Wisconsin. Looks like it won't be this year.
I love Frank Lloyd Wright stuff. And online I saw there was a virtual Frank Lloyd Wright tour.
It's not the same though.
It's not the same. I know.
It's not even because it's like what you see. It's because you want to experience those things with someone.
Exactly.
Right? And that's the deal of it. Is experiencing it with someone. And
that's the thing I'm having the hardest part with is like even like just doing stupid stuff, like going out for, I don't know, a drink. And it's not like anything fancy. You're just having a glass of wine and talking. And I miss that. Like
one of the ladies that I know in my town, her and her neighbors, they put their chairs outside and have a glass of wine together. And I'm like, yeah, you'll be doing that till someone calls the cops on you.
There's so many people that are...
There are Karens that are...
bad.
They are filling their hours of the day driving around town looking for stuff to report.
We had a friend drop off a crowler of beer that he thought we'd like, and he was so excited to see us, and he's talking to us through the door, and one of our people in our neighborhood, it wasn't one of our neighbors, but our neighborhood people, you could see them, they're like leaning and leaning and leaning and looking angrier, and I'm like, you gotta go, dude, that old lady over there is gonna probably kill us all. And it's just like, we're human.
Mind your business.
Mind your business. I don't know. So I feel bad because there's part of me that's like, I don't feel guilty, and other times I do because I get why we're doing it, but at the same time, I freaking just like I just want to live a little bit. Don't want to be on house arrest forever. I didn't even shoplift. Dang it! Why are they punishing me? Something. But anyway, I'm looking at Michelle Pedicure Parks, Mexican with my girlfriends. Oh my God, yes. I really want to have good guacamole and chips.
Oh, sushi.
Oh my God, Kara, right? Yeah.
Okay, so we will do oysters and champagne.
Yes.
We will do sake and sushi.
Yes, please.
And then we will do prime rib and red wine.
Absolutely. It's like we're probably going to be like maniacs because we'll be afraid that they'll like go, and no, you guys got to come back and do a stay at home again, and be like, but while we're out, we'll be like eating, drinking, talking.
Mhm. I know
Like,
it.
ooh, I miss it. I get it.
Although, so I was reading an article and they said that 8 out of 10 people said that even if restrictions were lifted today, they would still shelter in place.
Would they? I mean, people would still do it. I wouldn't.
I guess.
They say if they say it's safe, and they said it's safe enough, you can go back to work, you can go do stuff. I would probably do social distancing just to be for a little while. But if like things seem to be going well, I'd be like, okay, there's a reason they told us it was okay.
That's what I figure.
So, but I think I don't know. Is this like a competitive pious thing? You know, like look at me. I am doing all the things right.
I don't know. I think people are scared or uncertain. And so if they're uncertain, they're going to come down on a more conservative side. And I guess it also plays with, how risk adverse you are and that kind of thing. I mean, you're seeing different personalities come out. Like
Yeah.
the same people that report on each other for if someone's garbage can is left sitting out at the end of their driveway or not. Those are the same people driving around looking for people who aren't socially distancing enough or, whatever it is, whatever perceived thing. And so, those are the people that take active joy in snooping around. Like they like raining on your parade. That's their jam. Other people, they feel that things are so out of control and they feel they don't have any control over their life right now. And so they're trying to regain a sense of control by controlling other people's actions, not just controlling their own actions. Because
but like everyone has to do what I say.
Yeah. So they're reaching out and they're, to try to get a feeling of control and safety and that kind of thing.
But there's not really any control in this. I mean, there's
not really any control in life ever.
In general. No, I mean.
But this has ripped away that facade, like that little myth we tell ourselves that we're in control of our destiny, right?
Yeah, we'd like to think so, but no.
And, so we tell ourselves this myth, because we're always making up a story in our head. We're the hero of our story.
Yeah.
Right. And then that happy little fiction gets ripped away and it's pretty hard for people to deal with, and then you have people with absolutely justifiable fear, they're in a vulnerable category. And this is a, it's rational. It's rational for them to be scared. And, some of them you see, I mean, they're taking it seriously. They're being rational about it. They're being serious. They're being focused.
Yeah.
And, that's fine. Like you've evaluated the risks for yourself and where you sit in that. So
I think, and you try to, you find balance in that. And you there's always going to be fear. I mean, like I have fear and anxiety, but I also want to live a little, and I know like we all have limited time on Earth, and I think I want to try to have as much fun and spend with people I love and care about as much as I can. And I feel like people think I'm like silly Heather all the time, but I think this is a really serious time, and I've had a lot of people, cry, and I've cried, and it's just. We're all in this together. We don't have to be dicks about it, though. I mean, I suppose if you're doing it because it makes you feel better, that's your reason. You're like, I love crushing other people's souls. Yes, done with them. But
You look happy. I must change this.
I know there is a lady I used to work with, and I'm a smiler, so God help me. And I walk around every time she sees me, she's like, "What are you so happy about?" I'm like, "Oh my God." Nothing now.
You're like, I'm picturing squishing your head.
Crushing your head. Crushing your head. Oh, yeah. Crushing your head. Crush, crush, crush. Yeah. That's where I get all my nerdy angst from, though, is you get somebody who's really aggressive and you're just like, come on. And then later she was actually kind of a nicer person, but I'm just like, she probably went through some shit. But you don't have to do that to people because we all have bad stuff. We all do. And
yeah,
I think
absolutely. Yeah.
More than ever, we notice it.
You know, I do try to understand where people are coming from and, and just understanding a lot of times how people act it has a reason for it,
Yeah.
And sometimes if you understand the reason for it, then it's a little easier to withstand when they're directing it in your direction.
I get lots of personal messages because somebody will say a comment to me and like, that person's being a dick. And I would go, yeah, but this is what their story is. And they're like, oh my God, I had no idea. I'm like, yeah. But you think about it, the fact that you don't really know what anybody's true story is. Like on the internet, we present ourselves as like kind of, I'm cooler than I normally am. And yeah,
but I am.
Actually, I downplay it. What you see is just like me, like trying not to be so freaking cool all the time. I'm trying to be laid back. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, we don't know what people are going through. So we try. But, if you're going to be a mega dick, somebody could also smack you down too. So you just try not to be such a dick. That's my thing of the day. Don't be such a dick.
Yes.
I should get that on a shirt.
Who had that as a rule? Don't be a dick.
Was it
Wheaton?
Will Wheaton? Will Wheaton. However you say his name, like Stewie says it. Oh, well. Yes, I love that. So don't be a dick, man.
So we're coming up onto one awesome thing. So I do want people to start thinking about and put in the comments what awesome thing happened this week to you. Like what one awesome thing where you're like, this was something really good. I'm happy it happened. What was your one awesome thing? So we'll be getting to that in just a moment. Right. But we do have a caught being good, and I do not have a long list that I normally have, but I do have a libertarian caught being good. And so the libertarian caught being good is Heather Biederman.
What? Who? Me?
You.
What?
So
what did I do?
Tomorrow night's Liberty Librarian will be her 1-year anniversary of doing that podcast. She's done that podcast every week for like a year.
For a whole year. It's
for
crazy.
A year.
Oh my
God. For a year. And I know a lot of people are getting into podcasting. Like me.
We've had a lot of fun. But we're in our 9th episode already.
We are. But, to do that day in and day out and to focus on issues of, free speech issues and those types of issues, that's a really spectacular thing. And to do that and to stick with it for a year and to, build your audience and find your voice and all that kind of stuff. You've been doing really incredible work, and I am super proud to know you, Heather.
Oh, thank you, honey.
You are my libertarian caught being good.
Thank you, honey. I have worked hard to try to get that show together, and I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it. Just like this show. I love doing this with you. It's super fun, and I get to just sit around and talk, and people learn some stuff every once in a while, and they get to talk, and I think it's a good thing. I'm glad I was terrified when I first started. I'm like, what the hell? What am I doing? And I remember sometimes my stomach would hurt right before getting on. And now I'm just like, oh, yay. Oh, yeah, I know. I got it.
Well, and I remember when you were getting ready to start and you're like, should I do this? I'm like, yes, do it, do it, do it. And, our other friends were like, do it. Yeah, but no, it's been pretty freaking cool.
Well, I mean, I think if you've ever thought about doing something like this, or anything that you really always wanted to do, why are you waiting? I mean, you may all of a sudden go, this is I wasn't prepared. And you're like, that's cool. But the best thing I ever did was I met my studio manager, Alicia, and she showed me how it was, and she goes, just do it live.
Yep.
Like, because part of me was recording stuff and editing it and editing, and you never get it out and you never do it. Just do it. Do it. And then I was like, okay. And I started, and you get better. You do. And so, I mean, start looking at it. Like, what's your dream? Do it. Or if you don't know how, who's already doing something like what you want? Ask them. That's what I did with Alicia. And she invited me over, and I got to watch her do her show. And I was like, oh, I could do this. It's doable, or like you want to write a book, talk to other authors. You want to, sing in a band, talk to other musicians, just talk to people who do it. Like you want to run for office, talk to someone like Kara, someone who ran and who won. It's like, this is all it is like, you just figure out, how do you make this happen? And that's all. I mean, I don't feel like I'm anything super special with this, but I'm really proud of the work.
You are special.
I feel like, is that Mr. Rogers? It's like, your neighbor.
That's my version of, that's as close as I can get to Mr. Rogers. Although I do have a cardigan on, so.
Oh, I do too. How'd that happen?
There we go. Because we're Minnesotans. That's what we do. We wear
cold.
We wear cardigans because you wear t-shirts because you never know if it's going to be hot or cold.
Exactly.
And then a cardigan.
Because then it gets too hot and you're like, oh my God.
It's our fall and spring uniform.
Well, and also I work as a librarian, and if you meet librarians, they all wear cardigans, like all of them. And it's just like, and when one isn't, you're like, what? Are you going somewhere after work? What?
You're out of uniform.
You're out of uniform. No one's going to know you're a librarian, okay? And they
I have my
oh yeah, don't turn on me. I love that shirt.
My which I don't have any of these parts. This is the funniest part is I don't have, well, okay, I have like
that.
I have a little of that part. Well,
the devil's doorbell?
I have the devil's doorbell and I have the entryway.
Nice. Those are some of my favorite parts. So way to go.
but I don't have the living room.
It's overrated. It, like, honestly.
Or the nursery.
Yeah. Or what is it? Like the conservatory or the the garden court, whatever, where you're growing things. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, there's no. Yeah. I think people are getting like a whole biology anatomy lesson here today. That was exciting. I'm like, where do we go with that? Okay.
I know, right? Oh, we should go to our one awesome thing.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Although Michelle has an awesome thing that she has popped up, which is an awesome thing.
Thank you, Michelle, also for happy year anniversary. I appreciate that. Oh, you get an interview with your dream org. Hell to the yeah.
Yep, she had an interview with her dream organization.
Oh, that's good. Fingers crossed, baby.
Good luck.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
So what is your one awesome thing, Heather?
Oh my God, you almost made me cry from saying all these nice things. And I'm like, what was my it's like, was it having a gin and tonic today? I don't know. That was pretty cool.
Oh my God.
Are you having a foot cramp?
Yes.
I'm watching you. I'm like going, I thought you were hanging on my every word. And I'm like, no, this is pain. I will send you mental signals to heal you. That'll be one awesome thing. Heal. Dear God.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it I feel well. I got my money, my stimulation money, and we're husband and I are talking about what we want to do with it. And um, one thing we have decided is that some things will be practical, but we totally want to travel when we're done with this. So that's the one good thing is it's kind of solidifying dreams and views. So I like that.
so
Yay.
my one awesome thing is uh, a family member of mine, and she hasn't made a public announcement, so I'm not going to make the public
Okay.
announcement, but a family member of mine who had been told since a teen that it was not possible for her to be pregnant, just it's not possible, is pregnant.
Yay!
And so far, everything looks good.
I can say this because my mother is no longer having children. I don't think anymore now. Um, I was supposed my mother was not supposed to have any children, and she had 3 kids. So you never know how these things work out. So
Yeah.
that is good.
Well, and
Good
so
news
I
for
was
you.
doing a Thirsty Thursday with my
Yeah.
besties, and
Yeah.
I got the text from my family member,
Yes.
and I started crying. Like I keel over and start crying. And of
See, like
course,
when
all
I
my
see,
besties are like, "Is that good or bad crying?
I
What's
can
going
tell
on?"
though. I can tell because you get this like mentally, like your like brain is like, woo.
Oh yeah, brain wet.
Because honestly, like with I don't hardly ever see you sad cry because you would probably hide. But
No,
happy cry,
I'll do like work stress crying. You've seen
yeah,
that mess.
where you're like in the bathroom. Yeah, that's different though. Happy cry I've seen. And yes, I'm the queen of hiding in a bathroom and crying for happy and sad reasons. So I'm like, no one needs to see this. But that's good. Yes, happy news. I
Yes,
like
and I know
that.
Michelle can understand, like, but yeah, I lost my mind. I was so happy, but yeah. So that's, I mean, that's my one awesome thing, and it's pretty freaking awesome. So
Is freaking awesome. I we don't have much time. Can
no,
I
because I
you're
after
leaving,
this,
right?
yeah, after this, I got to hop on because I do my open office hours on Wednesdays in the morning and the evening
Oh
with
yeah.
LP candidates. Hopefully, I don't have a hopefully I don't have a creeper this time.
Oh my God. This is the only one I'm gonna show. I'm gonna show a cat one.
Ooh,
Okay.
show me your
Let's
kitties.
show you my kitties. Let's see. Is it application window? Yes. I'll make this big. It's the only one. It's a tax one. It kind of reminds me of your cat. Oh, is that your tax return? Sorry. Reminds me of Mabel and Rory, like if they were combined. Oh my God.
I like a
Everyone.
little bit of paper.
Right on
Still in the
the
mouth.
edge of their mouth.
Yep. It's that little snip of paper.
It's like when
That
you
makes
walk
it.
by a room and you see a cat and all of a sudden you hear rip, 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 and you're like, uh-oh. And you go in and you see that. Like, no, kitty.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I'm going to show today. The rest was all Easter related, and I'll save those for next year, and that will be just fine. Let's
Well,
see.
thank you everyone for joining us. Appreciate
Thank
it. It's always
you.
fun.
We love getting to see you guys every week. I feel like this is kind of my therapy too. So like we get a lot of the good feelings out and get to have happy thoughts. So yes,
Happy thoughts. Happy
happy
thoughts.
thoughts.
What was that? Was that Glenda the Good Witch? Happy thoughts.
Yes. And Kara's going to be with me and a bunch of people on tomorrow for Liberty Librarian. We're having the anniversary party online. So if you want to watch it, it's on at 5 p.m. Central, but you can watch it re-recorded later and drink along. It'll be like a drinking game. Every time you see one of us drink, you have to drink. It'll be a train wreck in about 5 minutes, maybe. Or when Heather's like, happy, or something like, ah. I love you. So,
May the
yeah,
odds be ever in your favor.
we'll see how it goes. It could be a train wreck, but I always feel like we have fun. So, Have a good week, everyone. And and since we got all these banners and stuff, I never think about, if you want to support us, go to our Patreon and Sweet Subversives. And then we can get even better equipment and we can make the show awesomer. And don't forget, it's every Wednesday at 8 p.m. And we love you guys. So have a great week. Mwah. See you soon. Da, 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 da.